All right, you guys, welcome to a September lookbook. September, where I live, can be a lot of different temperatures and weather styles, I guess you could say. It can be dry and warm, like an LA type of vibe. It can be cold and rainy. It can be humid and pretty gross. So here are a couple of looks for all the different types of weather that we can have here in September. All right, so let's get it started. Welcome to the layout of things that we're going to be going for, and let's go for outfit number 1. So this is definitely for one of those warm but still kind of dry days or evenings. I actually wore this for a little dinner I had with my parents. We ate al fresco at a restaurant. It was actually like 85 degrees. It was not for the weak, but nonetheless, I didn't know how the weather was going to be, so layers are key. I decided to go for this little look. Now, the texture of the vest, and everyone has a different term for it. It's like wife beater, wife pleaser. I've heard some like UK fashion guys here on YouTube call it a vest. I kind of like that, so I'm just going to go with vest. But anyway, you'll notice the pattern on the vest is not a just typical type of material. It's actually like a denser clothy type. And the reason is because I wanted to wear socks with these loafers. Now, hold up, I have something, but real quick, look at how well that just like went with the socks. So getting rid of these white ones and putting on some other ones. Now, okay, ordinarily, I would not really be into socks and loafers and shorts. I mean, with pants, who cares, right? That would actually look weird if I wasn't wearing socks. But listen, I debated for a really long time before settling on this look because I really want to wear these loafers, obviously, so I put them on. Now, here's the thing. I feel like socks with loafers you can make it work, all right? If you wear bright white socks, it looks a little bit off. But these kind of like a crew white socks, I feel like they're slouchy enough. They're just kind of like giving a vibe. Because, okay, here, take a look. I actually wanted to go sockless or barefoot, whatever. I was probably gonna wear like the little not baby socks, what do you call them? The no-show socks. But I kept staring at myself way too long in the mirror. I'm going to be so for real right now. It was actually a little bit embarrassing how long I looked at myself. And I'm not even like self-conscious of my legs, right? I felt like it just looked like something was off. I have no idea why. Now, I know that guys are wearing the white socks. Right now, these are just, whatever, basic white Nike socks if I'm around the house or like going to the gym. But nonetheless, I'm like, all right, why don't we try it out with the white socks, see if we're going to be all trendy about it. But take a look. I just feel like there's something that bright white long socks and loafers, it makes me look like a boy versus these kind of off-white socks are a little bit more of like a boyish charm, It's kind of trendy, it is what it is. Anyway, this is a long time of me talking about that. Long story short, I ended up wearing them together. I just feel like that looked a little bit better. And no one gave me any weird looks. I'm like, all right, I guess it just worked out. So here is that little outfit. There we go. I feel like that looks okay. I almost looked like a archaeologist. All right, so next up is for a, kind of warm September day when you're just gonna go run some errands or go hang out with some friends, like a little Sunday fun day fit, right? Just got the little flannel. And then I always like to try to make my shoes match. So I found these. And here's the thing, we're gonna get into like the rain appropriate shoe wear or footwear in a moment, but it's not always sunny and dry where I'm at. So I have to take full advantage of when I actually get to wear these suede shoes. And I feel like suede is almost like an autumny vibe, right? So it's kind of just like if I go without socks, now I'd probably wear again those no-show socks, but if I went, with the sockless look, I feel like that's still very effortlessly summer, but a little bit of a nod towards that autumn vibe. Now I'm gonna roll them up. I just feel like it looks a little bit better that way. You guys tell me, especially if I'm not wearing socks, I feel like that's just a little bit of a vibe. There we go. Now, they do go up quite a bit when I raise my legs up. I don't know. Would you believe I was a yellow belt? No, orange belt. Orange belt, actually. Seasonably appropriate for fall. All right. This is for when it's still warm out, but you want to be a little bit more like, just ever so slightly more dressed up. Now, by no means is this going to be a dressed up outfit, right? But nonetheless, you're going to see this featured in another video that I have because I wore this to a little September get together where I made some soup and I'm excited to post that. But yes, so decided to go with, again, suede shoes. Got to take full advantage when it's not actually raining out here. I always just like to match my socks to my shoes. So there we go. Thought that would be a nice little fit. Again, just a little bit more of like just a nicer vibe to it. Just a little bit more, I put something together, not as laid back as the flannel. I mean, listen, I love a good flannel moment, but yeah. So there we go. I should probably just get a longer mirror. All right, so here we go with when it's actually getting a little bit cooler out. We bring out a thicker flannel. I feel like I would wear this more like on a night going out with friends. I got the boots, which by the way, I feel like are gonna be my new personality trait once it's actually cold enough to wear this on a regular basis. I just feel like all the dark colors, totally a little bit more my vibe. And it's giving fall. What can I say? There we go, full fit. Definitely getting used to being on camera. Wow, awkward. And if it gets really hot, as September does, it'll switch up on you. You just toss the flannel, and then you got that classic white shirt, blue jeans look. Now, this is for when it gets officially cool outside. Rare in September, but listen, we had a couple of those days peppered in the month. So here's the thing, you cannot go wrong with a classic sweater, right? Or jumper if you're in the UK, which I kind of like a little bit better because I don't want to be sweating in my clothes. I kind of like a jumper. I'm going to try to give that. Ooh, it's so chilly outside. All right, so thinking about the shoes, that could be a vibe. Those could be a vibe. But what I have not worn much outside of work are the actual loafers. So I feel like, yeah, that would be a little bit more of like an Ivy League. I'm off to my humanities class, Yeah, I feel like that's just a little bit more of a vibe. All right, so now when the rain inevitably comes, we put on the darker outfit, which calls for black socks. But before we get to the shoes, let's put some pants on. Same pants I wore earlier. As you can tell, I'm trying to keep it chill, low-key. It's so cool having a bunch of nice basics because then you just repeat little things. Here we go, the classic Docs. Now, listen, I saw an ASOS not too long ago, or ASOS, my goodness, whatever you call it. I saw these really cool brown Docs, and I almost bought them like 6 times. And when I finally was like, all right, let's do it, bam, they were sold out. I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me right now. So we are going to be wearing the black Docs, and it's okay because black Docs are way more versatile in my opinion. Let's go with a moodier little flannel, right? You could also, well, I thought about wearing this with black jeans, but I dated this girl who was like deep in Gen Z, and she kept making fun of my black jeans. They were like on the skinnier fit side, and so I was mortified, and she took me out, and all the jeans featured are ones that she picked out for me. So I feel like I don't get weird looks anymore. Gotta cuff them up. But anyway, so I don't have any looser black jeans quite yet, but I will buy them for the fall. Anyway, I don't know if it's a buy thing, but yep, cuffed up. There we go. And I just feel like it could be a 90s moment. So like, let's take the hair down. It is a little greasy. That's on brand. All right, so here we go. If I wanted to, although I don't really wear my hair down as much anymore as when I first grew it out. So yeah, we're not gonna really do that right now. But you could if you wanted to. No. Let's put it back up. And again, just a little bit of like a 90s throwback. I thought it was a cool little grungy vibe. If it's going to be rainy, might as well romanticize a cool little, Seattle moment. So here were all the different fits. As you can tell, there's a lot of different climate choices we got to keep in mind. If you like this, let me know, and I will make a October version. See you guys in the next one.